morning,
Good
everybody.
morning.
How are y'all today? There's Nana Mama Cat and Sonja. Good morning, Mima Dawn. And there's Kathy.
And
Candy, how are you, sweetheart?
good morning, everybody. You know, I was stumbling through.
Good morning, Amy. How are you, sweetheart?
Good morning. I was stumbling through. Oh hell! What was I stumbling through? Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just reading. You know, you get stuck in that vortex, and you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, good morning, Kathy. I'm so glad you're still here. And hi, Beth. Good
Good
morning.
morning, Elizabeth. How are you, sweetheart?
And I found something very interesting. Well, that I found interesting because I was born in the era of this that happened. But I want to wait until a few more people get here to enlighten. Hi,
Good morning, Michael.
Michael.
I hope you're doing well, sweetheart.
Enlighten you guys in this little.
In her adventure down the rabbit hole of Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, what I found was really cool, and a lot of you that are my age, and I almost said I'm 67. Lordy, I'm 57. Somebody yesterday said I was in Zoom and I was laying down. I had my eyes closed, and it was little Carrie said her mom was 57. I was like, oh my God, your mom's the same age as me. Because I really could technically be little Carrie's mom.
Mm-hmm. Age-wise.
Yeah, age-wise. Scary. But
you've got the cicadas. Eek. No, I love them. I love their sound. Good morning, Sarah.
Sandra. I'll be 58 in September. Kathy, when's your birthday? Mine's the 14th.
Doing well. Didn't get much sleep due to the excitement of having my special guest on my live. Still all giddy from it. Well, that is so awesome. I was out of pocket since I've been here in Texas, so I haven't been caught up much with anybody. So
Juan the yarn addict. Juan the yarn addict was
on his live with Michael.
Yes.
That is awesome. I will definitely be sure to put that on my list of things to watch today.
We have to shout out Juan because he sneaks in and I don't know if he might listen on your channel. He lurks. So good morning, Juan.
Like a lot of us do. Oh, Sandra, I'm so sorry. She says, I feel old as dirt today. Good morning, Jolene. You'll be 59 in October. That's awesome. Really? Elizabeth says, I went through the
cicada.
How do you say them? C-I-C-A-D-A?
Cicada.
The cicadas.
You're talking about the little.
Yeah. We went through the cicada invasions like 30 years ago. Had to use an umbrella to get out to my car. It was horrible. You know, I've never been in an area where they were that bad. My son-in-law is saying that they're bad this year.
2 different broods coming up. They come in cycles of 17 years of one brood.
Mm-hmm.
There's another brood that's I think it was a 13-year cycle.
Wow.
So they live like they live underground.
Yeah.
As nymphs for that time, and then they come up. They live for a couple months and they die.
Wow.
So we have both broods coming up this year.
Oh, goodness.
So there's something.
So I don't know if all of you got to hear that, but evidently here in the Arlington area,
No, this is nationwide.
nationwide. Okay. I guess the reason why they are so bad this year is that the 13-year cycle and the 17-year cycle are hitting at the same time. Wow. Good morning, Mara. How are
Good
you?
morning, Laura.
Oh, Michael says they were bad 15 years ago here, so we have a few more years before that invasion again. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm sorry, folks.
Okay.
I love to hear them. I think they're cool.
Okay, I have to show you guys this because there's enough people in here that'll get a kick out of this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just, oh no,
Uh-oh. She found something else.
it went away. Oh, I don't like Instagram. Well, okay, anyway, it was a picture of a record player and it said, for the record,
Those born.
those born in 33 were 45 in 78.
Oh, for record.
I know, Michael. In fact, you know what? My grandson has a junior PGA tournament the third weekend in July in Amarillo. So he'll be up your way. I'm going to miss it this year, but he's all signed up and ready to go. Kathy says that's the reason why I don't have Instagram. Did anybody else
take a
catch it?
screenshot of it? I know better next time. I'll take a screenshot.
I know boy, I tell you what, he's working really hard to get a scholarship from the junior PGA. He's been in it since he was 9 years old. So let's see. Wow, that's funny. I have all three of those kinds of records. There you go, Nana Mama Cat. I want to tell you something. It took me a minute. She's going 33, 45. Oh, okay, I know what that is.
Good morning, Lydia. I don't think I said good morning.
Good morning, Lydia. How are you, sweetie? Sandra says, I rarely look at my Insta. Well, that's where my younger, like underage grandkids are allowed to post things like pictures, really that's about it. But that's how I keep up with them.
So, does anybody remember? I have to say, I won an album.
Mm-hmm. Like
I can't remember what radio station it was, but it was Escape. Oh, I just lost the name. It was a really bad album.
That's why I didn't make an impression.
That's why I won, because nobody called.
That's old school. That's right. Kathy says, I miss vinyl. Oh, that's nice. Elizabeth says, Mara, thank you so much. I received the stickers, put them up on my bulletin board. So cute. Oh, Michael, yes. See, I went from the transition of records to 8-tracks to the little cassette tapes and DVDs now, I guess. No, wait a minute. 8-tracks, then it was Sony Walkman, and then it was the MP3, little MP3 players?
Yeah.
Yeah, now you can get your music anywhere, your phones and everything. So I've run the whole gamut.
I need more coffee.
Probably missed the whole beat on the rocks.
Do what?
Did 8-track
Oh.
stay around that long? Because I don't remember it being that big
Oh,
of a
yes,
deal.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. They stayed around a long time.
1970s, early 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But you know, it was really funny because as soon as the little cassettes came out that you could pop in your Walkmans, you know, Elizabeth
Oh,
said
yeah,
she was
the iPods.
yeah, that's what it was, the iPods. Yeah, there you go. Then CDs, then digital. Who knows what's coming? Who knows what's next? Beaming straight to our minds. Oh, I don't want to be
No,
here for
not
that.
from Journey, sweetie. It was a one-hit wonder. The name of the song was called Escape. No, it wasn't Escape.
That's right, Nana Mama Cat. We went from vinyl to 4-track, then 8-track. That's right. Rotary phones. Yes, I was around for that too. Even the ones that you wound up, you know, on the wall.
Oh my gosh. I don't remember them.
I do. I mean, you know, that they were really transitioning from that type of phone to the rotary phone. And I just barely remember them, but I do remember them. Oh, I know, especially when we went from just having to dial 4 numbers and then we had to dial what? One, like,
7.
well, no, in some areas you only had, you know, instead of 325, you dial the 5 and then the last 4 numbers. And then we got to where we had to dial all 7 numbers. And then we had to dial the area code and the 7 numbers. And then the 1.
Yes. Kathy,
Yeah.
yes. Pina Colada. That was the song. That was the album that I won.
Oh, that's right. Michael, the struggle was real. And tapping the tab of the cassette to tape over what was on it. Mm-hmm. The thing I hated about, and it seemed like it happened more with the 8-tracks. I mean, with the little cassettes than it did with the 8-tracks was, you know, you'd have to sit there and sometimes rewind it because the tape would get loose because it was so thin. At least with the 8-tracks, you could pop the box off and tighten it back up and you were good to go. But those little 8-tracks, man, there was nothing you could do to fix them.
Rupert Holmes. That's the album that I won.
Oh, man, I haven't heard that name. And yes, you could. Some of them you could rewind with a pencil. But on those 8-tracks, it was really better to just pop them apart so that you go in there and it was a lot easier to straighten out the tape if it got a little crink in it or something than was those cassettes.
Oh my gosh. I had a bunch of DVDs before we moved from our apartment in to live with my grandma. And they were under my waterbed, the drawers that waterbeds have. And that whole drawer was full. And it was a king size waterbed. So the drawer, it was 2 drawers on each side. So it was huge and it was full. But my kids came in and took all the good CDs. I was like, well, you left me with the shitty ones. I was not.
Yes, Laura.
Hi, Nisi.
Hello, Nisi. Thank you for coming out of the bushes to let us know you're here. That's right. And you know, out at the children's home where I was raised, there was a young man who played the guitar, and he and I went around promoting the children's home. And so we would sit there, like Mara said, with the tape recorder so that we could record a song so that we could learn it, because Keith played the guitar and then we would sing together. I mean, it was, yeah. Man, I forgot about that. Woo!
Gosh, I remember singing in with the song and taping myself. Oh God.
Oh, no, no,
'Cause,
no,
you know,
no.
you sound so much different in your own head than you do to everybody else.
That's right. Sure do.
So you think you sound good, but in reality, you suck.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the title does say finished objects today. Maureen doesn't have anything finished because I've only been working really on one project. And so a lot of the whips that I brought with me are still sitting in their little bags. But anyway, Michael says exactly, Carrie, which is why I can't listen to my own tutorials. Well,
I love your voice, Michael.
yes. You're just like JT, you know, you're both very calm and soothing and
Mhm.
yes, I mean y'all just really are. But anyway, where was I going with that?
Listen to your own voice.
Oh, listening to your own voice. Um, you know, it's really funny to be around someone that has earbuds in and you know that they're singing to a song. And like you said, in your own head, boy, you're just moving and a grooving and you think you sound awesome, but to everybody else out here listening to you, yeah. Just
I
need to.
I remember hearing myself for the first time on cassette, and I was like, "Who the hell?"
Sandra says, I know. Why do we sound like we're on drugs when we listen to our recorded selves? Because we do. That's oh goodness.
I know. I was like going, "Who is that? That doesn't
Hmm.
sound good at all."
Eddie Murphy singing Roxanne. There you go. Mhm. Our Julia Roberts in Pretty Girl. Remember when she's
Pretty
in
woman,
the Pretty Woman? What did I say? Pretty Girl. Pretty
pretty girl.
Woman. Yeah, she's in the tub and all the bubbles, and she's singing to this song. And oh yeah. Oh goodness.
Okay, we were going to talk about FOs. Now,
Yes.
Dawn P, are you still in the house?
Mima Dawn, you still here with us? That's right, Michael. We think we have the voice till we hear ourselves singing, and then it's like, oh my word, can I get
Yes.
rid of that? Good morning, Chaos. This is a rare treat for those of you that don't know Chaos. He
This
just
is
does
my big
not
black.
like to come on camera.
Anyway, Dawn P must be away from the camera, but I, hi Rita.
Hey,
I
little
did finish
Rita,
my
sweetheart,
blanket.
how are you doing? I'm sorry, I just haven't seen you in a while. I hope you and Mama are doing good. Okay, Carrie, I'm sorry. Just
That's
excited to
okay.
see Rita.
I did finish the blanket and I gave it to my sister on Wednesday, and of course, I forgot to take pictures.
I was going to ask if you got a picture of her with the blanket.
No, it's on her couch with the peacock plumes.
Oh,
She took a picture, but she forgot to send it to me.
okay. Lydia says she just got done with her blanket and sewing in the ends. That's awesome, Lydia. Kathy says, I like Robin Williams singing Elmer Fudd.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he could impersonate quite a few people. He was really good.
Was.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Like I
God.
said, I don't have any finished objects for this week. but I should have quite a few for next week when I have time to, sit down and get back to them.
You're chatting. Your eye looks better. Wait a minute, does it?
You're riding in the car, Kathy? I hope you're not driving. There's my Connie. How are you, sweetheart? Well, thank you, sweetheart. I really do appreciate that. You have an awesome day. Good morning, little Carrie. How are you, sweetie? You just now getting up?
Yeah, your eye looks better.
Yes, ma'am, they most certainly do. Rita says, I'm doing well, still alive, not bad, and I haven't unlived, which means killed any of her brothers yet. Close calls, but they're still breathing. And yes, ma'am, squares do count as finished objects. That's okay, little Carrie. I'm just glad that you're here.
Hi, Connie. Hi, Carrie.
So you have the one blanket that's finished. Did you get much work done yesterday on your?
I got 5 rows done on my blanket.
We'll see. You said if you worked on just 5 rows between now and then. Oh, Rita. Well, you got to listen to your body. Take the rest, sweetheart. You still got a little bit of time before it's officially head out to home stage. Oh, nope, not yet. Okay. Have to go for now. God bless all. Well, Kathy, you have a great day, and thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it.
God bless you too, sweetie. Have a great day.
Well, since nobody's admitting to having a finished object other than Lydia and you, what's everybody then working on? Oh, Nisi's finishing up a gumball afghan. I've got 4 more rows to go on the border, and then I will be done. Gumball afghan. Is that like a mosaic, or is it a gumball because it's all different colors? I know you, Michael. Oh my goodness, you're popping them puppies out. I am so excited. Can't wait to get my needles. Wait a minute. My hooks. Or are they needles? Are they a needle hook or a hook needle? Elizabeth says, no finished objects for me. Thought I was going to finish my bag of day shawl, but put it down. It's in timeout again. Is it because of that one row? Thank you, Michael. The gumball afghan is something that TL Yarns designed. Okay. Oh, Amy, that's awesome. She finished up a baby blanket for Warm Up America. Oh, you call them either? Well, see, I don't know why, but I've always called a crochet hook a needle. And I think that's just because that's what my grandma called them, because she did both. She knitted and she crocheted. And she always talked about, go grab your needle. She wouldn't say plural because, like I said, I could not learn to knit. Oh my goodness, Elizabeth. She says, I've done like row 48 like 7 times and it's still not right. That's nice, little Carrie. With a cable effect in the color blocks. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to go and look it up. It's both to you. Yeah. Well, I can't wait to get mine. I'm really excited to get started on the Tunisian. And I think I've said before, I've pulled out the clover hooks that I got, and I think I have 3 out of the set that whenever I go to working them with the yarn, they grab just a little bit. And I have not taken the time to try to use any wax paper on them or anything to kind of smooth out wherever it's not that it's a nick because you can't feel it. I just think maybe it's somewhere on the in the neck portion, of the hook where it just didn't get sealed. Maybe, I mean, I don't know what they do with bamboo to get it to the final product stage. Oh, that's nice, little Carrie. Anyone can make a gumball Afghan as it's going to be donated to the Mountain States Children's Home. Well, that's awesome. Oh, there you go, Elizabeth. Mara said she had to fudge a row or 2 around rows 46 to 48, and now I'm finally on track. Well, Mara, maybe Sunday, maybe you could address that little bit about like maybe what it was that you did to get through those rows. Because I remember, were we doing bingo one day and you were talking about it? Or maybe you and Carrie? No, we were all 3 together. So I guess it had to be during bingo one time. And you yourself said, I've done this and done this and done this, and it's not coming out right. Just a minute and I'll tell you. Gotta go to my Amazon. Well, here, Michael, real quick, not the steel ones, but the other ones you recommended. They're the pro sets, the one I got. Knit. Just a minute. Let me go over here to Amazon, look at my orders.
Knitter's Pride Ginger 2.
Thank you. Yes, that's what I got. I don't know why I just want to always call them Knitter's Pro, but that's, or Knit Pro, I think is what I was going to call them. There you go. Knitter's Pride, and I got mine off Amazon. You are so welcome. In fact, I had to, when I talked to my sister a couple of days ago. Oh, there you go. Knit Pro. Oh, okay. Maybe that's why I wanted to call him Knit Pro. He said Knit Pro also is the same name, same company, just different. Oh, it's the same thing, same company, just a different name. All right. Maybe that's why I want to call him Knit Pro. I did happen to call when my sister called and we talked the other day. I was asking her, I said, do you by any chance, which I knew was very slim to none, happen to have any of Grana's knitting needles? And I told her specifically, I'm looking for the really long wooden ones that we made those big panels for Afghans. And she said, no, but I really wished I had them. So I don't know where they ended up, but I would have loved to have. When you're a kid, you don't think about keeping a hold of things. I just really would have liked to have, right now, had just one of them. That's all I would like to have. Elizabeth says, I was Diana D and Paula M live yesterday. They were talking about those crochet bed dolls. I had completely forgotten about those. My mom made all of them, even the bride. My mom made all of my girls one. Oh, Michael, that's awesome. That is a great thing to have. Like I said, I would have liked to have had just one of them. She had all different lengths, lengths, and hers were all wood, different sizes. You know, the hook size itself, but I really would love to have had one. Just one. That's all I want. Well, Carrie, it is now 30 after the hour. If you could give us our devotional, please. And sorry if y'all hear the dogs in the background, especially Lacey, because her daddy just got home. She's outside, and of course, she has to immediately say howdy to him. Good morning, Darcia. How are you? You're here just in time for the devotional.
Illuminating a light of love. Judging others makes us blind, whereas love is illuminating. Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Loving God, we pray that the illuminating light of your love allows us to see others through the lenses of empathy and understanding, removing our judgments. We also pray that you allow us to see in ourselves where we have the same shortcomings that we condemn in others. Give us the grace to forgive others and ourselves. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Elizabeth said, I'll never forget my mom kept her hooks in a plastic glass from Tupperware. No, my grandma had, like jeweler's cloth, and she had stitched herself up a pouch, and each of her knitting needles had their own little home.
Hi, Mary.
Her crochet hooks had their own little home. The Afghan needles, which are now called Tunisian hooks, each one of them had their own little sleeve that she'd stick them down in. She was very proud of each one that she had. Little Carrie's reminding everyone, don't forget to take your meds. Have you taken yours yet today, Carrie? No. You've got that little look of, I ain't gonna either.
No, I'm going to take them.
Okay. Gonna do it after the live? Okay. I'll make sure she does, folks. We'll stay in here together until I see her down them. Yes, except my grandma and my mom and even myself, we used our cookie tins to hold buttons. Buttons, safety pins, the little hook and eyes, That's what we used ours for. Elastic. Yes, we use that for elastic too. Good morning, but Lydia saying good morning or hello to Michael. Oh, little Carrie saying if you go ahead and take your meds now, she'll give you some rainbow hearts. Oh, still no taking. She's not taking them. Oh, look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Who needs A when we can sit here and harass her, right? Well, thank you so much, Mara. I appreciate that. Let me come on over here and give you your little. I know it says super chat, but that is what I have for the moment. So thank you. Oh, look, you're getting your rainbow hearts. I always take mine with my first cup of coffee, Darcia. Because if I don't do them then, I forget. So, all right, although today is talking about finished objects, is there anything that you have started that's brand new, like a new project? I will be starting on Monday a new amigurumi. Surprise, surprise, right? And I do hope all of you, I wasn't able to do anything for yesterday, so I did on my community tab. I love this young woman, Elise Rose Crochet. For a long time, she was known as La Petite. But she did a couple of months ago a review of about 10 amigurumi books for crochet and knitting. And I just really love her, guys. I mean, I honestly do. She's kind of my go-to if I have a question or I'm looking for something new or want to grab a little piece or an idea, for one that I'm working on. So I put that on my community tab. If you don't know her, or if you don't follow her, and you do like doing amigurumis, she is a good one to pick up because she does her own designs as well, and she has been published. She does knit and crochet with her amigurumis. So, but I'll be starting a new one on Monday. I just found around 20 plus knitting books with patterns that you forgot you had. Oh my goodness. They're at Mom's house. Boy, you're going to be going crazy going through those new books now, aren't you? It's going to be just like Christmas. I find it so funny that when I buy a new book, in the very beginning, I have all of these intentions out in the storage. Oh my goodness, Rita. How long have they been sitting there? I have all these intentions of doing every single one of them. And then I find I'll do 2 or 3 and then squirrel, found a new book and I want to go over there. So, oh, look at the time fly. Thank you, sweetie. You've been a member for 4 months. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
So I've kind of made a point of, unless it is a book that I know is going to have something that is totally different than anything else that I already have, I'm going to go back to some of the amigurumi books that I've purchased over the last 2 years and pick up and go back and work up those ones that I had intentions at the time when I bought the book, but I haven't yet. 4 to 6 years. Yes, it's going to be like looking at them all over, brand new all over again, isn't it, Rita? Mara said, I did start a summer top called The Sweet Summer Tea by Rachel Misner. I don't think I've seen that one yet, but like I said,
really, really cute.
Is it?
She knows her way up here. She could come and show us.
Well, why don't you do that, Ms. Mara? I don't know how much she has done on it since she just started it, but maybe she
she could just show the picture of the pattern.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
It's a really, really cute t-shirt. I mean, and it's simple. It's something that I could make myself.
Oh, well, good. Maybe that'll punch you out of your comfort zone again and entice you to make one.
And it's all half double crochets.
Oh, my favorite stitch in the world. I
Mine
love half
too.
crochets. Mm-hmm. There you go, Rita. And knowing you, you'll probably take a little bit from this one and a little bit from that one, a little bit from that one, and come up with something brand new. You know, I don't mind making tops and clothes and stuff like that in the summertime, but I find that I like making them more for the grandkids than I do for myself because I'm a t-shirt girl. I love my t-shirts. Yep, that's you, Rita. And it will be exciting to see what you do with it. And oh my goodness, with your mom right there with you, there's no telling what you two together are going to come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Your husband does not know what he's in for, does he, Rita? I hope the room that you and her have chosen for your sewing and crocheting area and everything is big enough for the two of you.
That's funny. He
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have any idea, I'm sure.
No, I don't think her husband has any idea what's getting ready to hit him. Nisi, she hasn't moved yet. I think the move is supposed to take place in August. So she's still sorting through there with her mama, you know, taking it one room at a time as fast as her body will let her. Yes, it will be, won't it? Elizabeth says, I'm working on a hippy dippy tote crochet along of Dee's Creative Hands. Yes, you know, I have that pegged in my watch later. I have a lot of crochet alongs that are going on right now, pegged in my, I'm going to have to watch them later. I think a lot of us would, Nisi. I'd love to have her mom and her already back home and set up and ready to get after it. Because we all know packing and moving is not fun. It just really is. Oh, hubby will be spoiled by mom and me. Oh, I know you are, sweetheart. I know you are. But you know, we keep reminding you, try not to overdo. But it really is hard not to, isn't it? You get started on something and all you do is you just keep going and going and going. There she is. There you are. So it's the bathroom.
Good morning, everyone. You want to see this top? I'd be happy to show you.
Yes, awesome. Okay, Carrie, you're going to have to make her big because I don't know how to do that.
I'm going to be starting row 15. It's 2 panels. I'm using a cotton bamboo.
Oh, that's pretty. Which brand?
Blend. It's from Hobby Lobby, so I don't know if it's Yarn Bee or if it's some other.
I think it's Yarn Bee.
What they call that one. You know, anyway, it's 50% cotton, 50% bamboo. It's a bit splitty.
Oh, well,
so that's kind of irritating, the splittiness of the yarn, but it's nice. It's really nice. Yeah, and the little, it's just half double crochets, and you start with a foundation half double crochet. So that kind of takes a while because I'm not super great at foundation stitches. So
right.
I'm like, I want them to look really nice. So I pulled some out and then put them back in. But, oh, is that your ring doorbell I'm hearing? Like, oh my gosh, I thought it was my own. I'm like, wait a minute, I think the battery's dead in mine. Anyway, would you prefer, I could just share the color picture because I printed out a black and white and I don't think it'll be.
Okay, yeah, if you could do that, that would be great. Okay.
Let me share my screen and find it. Here we go. It's on Ravelry. It costs $3.50, and I went ahead and purchased the pattern from Ravelry.
Right.
But she does have a blog where you can get it for free. So it's available for free on her blog.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So it's an oversized tee with a split V-neck.
Right.
Yeah, and short sleeves. So I think it's super cute. She is adorable, this girl.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, she is so cute. And I don't have that figure, but I'm hoping it looks okay when I'm all done.
And there's so much that you can do with that simple little pattern.
Yeah.
I mean, you could turn it into a quick cardigan just from the V, because you've already got the V part there. Look at that. Yeah, that would make a nice little cardigan.
She
That's
is
where my
really
mind always
cute.
I know. It's just, anyway, yeah, she's adorable.
And you know what? If you wanted to, you could make that almost into a shift, just a straight little dress.
Oh yeah, you could make the panels longer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would be
This is
so cute.
a very size inclusive pattern, despite how petite this lady is.
Mm-hmm.
She has sizing, I believe, up to 5X. So
That's great.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, that's it.
That's really cute.
It is cute. I like her little photo shoot here with all the photos. That front tuck. That's very 2020,
Yeah.
isn't it? 2020, 2021.
Yeah.
Hi,
Good morning,
Pat
Pat Cray. Do you mind dropping a link to that pattern in the chat?
Sure. I'll copy and paste this right now.
Thank you very much.
Oops. Oh, here, I'll stop sharing. But yeah, I'll copy and paste it just a sec.
Mm-hmm. What size hook are you using for the pattern?
Well, this is a 3-weight yarn, and I was doing a search by 3-weight yarn specifically because I pulled out this yarn, knew that I wanted to make a top with it, and I'm using a G hook 4 millimeter, which is what it called for and what her pattern called for. So,
oh, awesome.
Yeah. And she doesn't have make a swatch or whatever, but she tells you what the finished size is supposed to be for in terms of inches for each of the sizes.
Because that was going to be my next question. Did you swatch or did you not swatch?
Nope. Nope. And I keep holding it up to myself and I'm like, oh, I hope this isn't, well, I don't think it's going to be too big because I have a little bit larger hips,
Right.
I'm kind of petite up top, but I've got a little bit larger bottom and hip.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the way I am.
Mara, are you saying you have a little bit of junk in your trunk?
Uh-huh. and in the side.
Not saying she has
the trunk as the side walls of the tire. The sidewall tires are got a little bit junk there.
Yeah. Well, I guess with it being oversized, you probably don't have to worry too much about doing a swatch, but I'm just, when it comes to clothes, let's swatch it to be sure.
Okay. It took me a sec, but I didn't want to just do a naked link, so I typed up the name of it and.
Thank you very much. So there you go, guys. If you're interested in the little T pattern, there it is. And like I said, well, you said what, it was $3.50. And when you stop and think about all the different things you can do with it, I mean, honestly, you could just even extend the sleeves and make it 3/4 or, turn it into a little early spring or fall top shirt. Or like I said, you could just extend it and make it a cute little dress.
Beth says I put that one in favorites with a million other things. LOL. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did want to pop up just for that. I am going to drop back down because I'm trying to get myself ready. I'm going to be driving to see my my nephew and my great niece before my nephew is picking up his daughter from college, which is about an hour and a half from me. So I'm going to be heading over there this morning and just try to see them for a few minutes before they start their drive home. But anyway.
Okay, well, thank you so much for doing that, Mara. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for sharing.
I just downloaded it. I bought it.
Oh, cool. Good. Yeah, it is also available on Etsy, but ironically, Etsy is $2 more than Ravelry. So
yeah,
Ravelry
I normally bebop back and forth to see which one's cheaper before I buy a pattern.
Yeah, I mean, it's just basically back and forth with half double crochet. So it's, an easy pattern. And again, I'm assuming like if you have a hard time with foundation stitches, then just chain and, chain plus one more for the, for the amount, or is it a +2 on half double? I don't know. Chain. No, I think it's just +1 and then go into the.
Some people do both. Some people do the +2 and some people do +1. I'm a +1 person.
Right. So. Yeah. So, I mean, the pattern is written a little funky, I think.
Right.
And I can show you. Yeah, it does go to 5X. Yeah. But I mean, anyway, it's kind of.
Oh, it's just her style of writing.
Yeah, the way it is, you've got the sizes are in bold and then in parentheses.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But anyway, and so then you have to kind of then outside of all those sizes, then is the instructions. So
okay,
I had to really look at it, and then her recommendation was to find your size and highlight all the numbers so that you would know,
Right.
And yeah, I mean, if it were me, like if I had time and I wasn't just making it right now, I would kind of edit it and just so I only had to look at my instructions.
Right.
When you've got like 7 different sizes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 different sizes from extra small to 5X. That's a lot to kind of look through, in order to but again, it's pretty easy just doing 45 or 46 rows of half double crochets back and forth, and then you start your next split. So anyway. All right.
Yes, highlighting is good in that type of situation.
Yeah.
But that is a good lesson because we have talked about in different situations where it really is important to take the time to read through the pattern.
Yeah.
Instead of just starting and going, wait a minute, and not knowing what you're supposed to do, where you're supposed to jump, and then you get frustrated, and what happens? It becomes a timeout project.
Yeah. Well, and this is another thing I recommend is on Ravelry, the page, it shows you like where people have made comments about it.
Read
so
those.
Go in and look at the comments or the notes about what people found when they were making it, like the person was like, yeah, I didn't get it or whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I didn't get that either. But then all of a sudden it was like, I saw it over again. Cause I thought that she was saying, go halfway across the row and put a chain 1, but then go I was like, why is there a random chain 1 in there? But it wasn't a chain 1. It was just the instruction, like outside of all the sizing, if that makes sense. It was just like, it confused me because rows 2 through 44 on the extra small, you chain 1 and half double crochet across. Then it's like from rows 2 through 46 on the medium, which is what I'm making, you chain 1 and half double crochet across. So it was kind of confusing how the row number was included with the size number. So it's like row 2 dash and then all the different sizes. So you make more rows depending on the size you're making, which makes sense, right? So anyway, you just have to really understand and
Right.
read that. But yeah, the notes that people gave about like shaping it because it's a little on the boxy side or whatever.
What you can do to tailor it a little more if that's what you want. But like I said, it's a great starter pattern, you know, for someone that's just starting out, making tops and things. Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to make something where it was a tight enough stitch, you know, or the stitches were close enough where I don't have to wear something under it per se.
That's the way I am.
I mean, I can see light through it and everything, but I don't really think you'll be able to see through it so much.
Right.
So, and if anything, I'll just wear a light white tank underneath it, like as light as I can, you know, lightweight as I can find.
Right.
This is not super heavy either, and the cotton bamboo, yeah.
I know, it's lovely, and it wears well too. You don't have to worry about it sagging over time. You know what I mean? Cotton tends to do that a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, again, thank you so much for popping up and showing it to us and giving us your intake.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later.
Love you.
Bye, everyone.
Drive safely. Love you.
Happy weekend and happy Father's Day to all the dads and father figures out there.
Yes.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye, sweetie.
Well,
That was so
nice.
cool of her to come up.
Yeah. But I like Jolene's suggestion. Yes, using a highlighter is good. Yeah, I always try to have a master copy whenever I print something off, if I'm going to make changes like that, so that if I want to go back and do it again, I have a fresh copy to start with. So I have a binder whenever I print off copies that what I call my master, you know, goes into it. And then whenever I want to go back and make another one, I can pull it out, make myself another copy. It goes back in the binder, and then I can mark it all up. Well, we have just a few minutes left. So what is everybody going to be doing this afternoon?
I'm going to my mom's and playing cards and having dinner.
Oh, awesome. That's going to be fun. That's going to be lots of fun. Oh, man, you've kind of had a busy week. You saw your sister yesterday, Wednesday. Now going to your mom's. Wow. You've been a busy bee.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely have to get some laundry done. And I might get a little crocheting in.
I'm going to crochet.
Oh, Nana Cat's going to be taking her granddaughter swimming. That'll be nice. Oh, Niecy, I've got to go get Mr. Handsome's Father's Day meal items and then pick up his favorite dessert, carrot cake, for Father's Day. That's going to be so nice, Niecy. Oh, Amy, I am so jealous. My goodness. She's going to get to have a sister craft day tomorrow.
Did the power come back on yet?
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yummy, love carrot cake. You know, I like carrot cake, but without the icing. Isn't that crazy? I don't mind it in between layers, but I really don't like it on top. I want just a little bit of the, well, now I guess I need to back up. Not everybody does cream cheese icing, but really, if I had my druthers, I'd just make it in a pound cake. That's how I'd make my carrot cake. So, if no one else is going to share what they're going to be doing today, I am going to say thank you all so much, as always, for being here with us and chit-chatting. And, you know, I really kind of like it when we start out with one topic that leads to something else and to something else. And we just sit here and have a good old time with whatever comes up. So I do appreciate all of you contributing to the chat. all you lurkers, I hope that we were able to keep you up with what was going on. And anyone who is rewatching, or not rewatching, but catching the replay, thank you so much. Just leave me a little comment to let me know who it was that stopped by to watch us in the replay. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And if I don't see you over the weekend, be sure to take a moment to say Happy Father's Day to not only your own dads, but your hubbies as well, and brothers, uncles, anyone who fills that dad position. This is their day Sunday, so please remember to recognize them, boost them up just a little bit. So until the next time, please remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know. Could be your light they're waiting to see. Carrie?
And remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Love you guys. Be a blessing.
Thank y'all so much for being here with us again. Love ya. Bye.
Love you. Bye-bye.